Without hard work, nothing grows but weeds. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Hey, it's another day of indecision, right? This is what we've been seeing lately. Still at the high end of the indecision for the moment, coming in at 6,700. We're up 0.5%. These are not usually the percentages we see with cryptocurrency. Usually we see this stuff up and down anywhere between 5 and 20%, or that's the way cryptocurrency used to work. Lately, it seems like we're getting stabilized. We got Ethereum coming in at $534. That's up 1.1%. Ripple coming in at 53 cents. That's up almost 0.5%, 0.45. We got Bitcoin Cash coming in at $877. That's down about 0.22%. We still got the market cap under $300 billion. We got about 12.2 billion traded in the last 24 hours. But that BTC dominance, it climbed up to 40% and it's been hanging out there. So I'm not really all that concerned with the cryptocurrency market. Something's going to happen. We're going to have some sort of a breakout. I just always got my fingers crossed to the upside. We got Samantha hanging out with us today.
Good morning, everybody.
Luckily, she didn't have to go punch that 9 to 5 today. We're still working towards having those Q&A on Saturdays. Let's finish up with this market. What do we got? Bitcoin Cash, $877. That's down a little bit. Not even like anything to be concerned with, 0.22%. We got EOS coming in at $10.46. That's up about 0.72. Like I said, these are such small numbers of change or percentages of change. Not what we're used to. There's also, you can't move your EOS in and out of Binance yet. I'm still actually having trouble getting my Scatter wallet to work. I'm trying to use the Scatter thing to make my, generated, what was it calling it? I don't know. It was going to hook up with the node and give me a generated ID, and it hooks to your Scatter. For some reason, I sit there and hit it, and it just spins and spins and spins.
Never ended loading, yes.
Yeah, and yes, I did take the time to go ahead and update Scatter like it says manually. I'm going to have to mess around with that one some more, but I would like to get that set up because like I keep telling you guys, I am going to buy a little bit of EOS. Probably not the 100 tokens to get all the airdrops, but a little. All right, let me see. What else we got? We got Litecoin coming in at 96 cents. That's down 3%. That hurts a little bit. Stellar coming in at 23 cents. That's down 0.5%. Cardano, 15.9 cents. That's down about 0.75%. And let me see. What do we got going on with Steam and Steam back dollar? Well, if we're using the Steam back dollar for our metrics, we're down another penny, even though it's saying no change in percentage, coming in at $1.24. So getting closer and closer, I guess, to this bottom if it's coming in. Steam at $1.56. Ouch, that sucked. That's down 1.9%. So what do we got going on here for news on Bitcoin and Coffee? We got anybody hanging out with us in the chat today, Samantha?
We have Nomadic Giant.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining us out here today.
We have the Rickest Rick.
Hey, buddy.
And JT Irby.
Hey, JT. Glad you could make it again today. You're here every day. I love it. It makes me, gives me a reason to get out here and do it when you guys are out here in the chat every single day like you are. If you're going to be here, I'm definitely going to be here. I hope you guys all have your cup of coffee and having a great morning. It's a beautiful day. All right, so let me see. What do we got going on with this cryptocurrency news? How can they FUD us out or FOMO us out? Well, let me see. We got Tether. It's been going on. Everyone's talking about it. I'm sure you've already seen a bunch of YouTube videos on it. Some people are saying it's great because they had some, an audit, but it's not a real audit. It was a side audit. And then they're like, depending on who you listen to and what you actually read in between the lines, either there's some money back in it, the $2.55 billion, or, there's someone else is holding it and they're just using the money as a propped up crutch to be able to make it look like they have all the money for Tether. The people that are using it are just using it to be able to help get back and forth into Bitcoin so that they can, make some money off the ups and downs of the price. They probably don't really care. They just don't want to see Tether actually wash up and go away while they're in it. Stable coins aren't going anywhere. It's starting to become a staple of the market. We're seeing more and more of them. So hopefully Tether will have less overall influence on the situation, and we can stop just hearing about it over and over and over again in the news. Hopefully this can die. If it's not actually going to turn out to be like that we shut them down or we find any major news, let's at least stop the FUD that's helping to manipulate the market. All right, as we move on, crazy news. We got Akon out there going to make his own society. Usually I skip over this kind of news, but great idea, right? I mean, if you can get somebody to give you, was it 2,000 or 20,000 acres in Africa?
Yeah, the president of Senegal.
Yeah, I mean, crazy amounts of land. I would love to get something like that for free, but I mean, in my opinion, his first wrong step is that he's making an A-coin that is supposed to be able to run this, town futuristic city that he's going to build that's going to run completely on cryptocurrency. I mean, he should have went with Bitcoin. He should have learned more about the Lightning Network, or he should have went with one of these other altcoins that are up and coming. But we keep hearing about this thing. I mean, Ethereum has they bought an island back, a little ways back, and they're doing their thing. This stuff keeps happening. You hear about, nudist colonies and societies of, like-minded individuals sharing in like solar resources or whatever plans they have to be able to, make the living the way that they all prefer it to be and the way their vision of the future. So, I mean, that's awesome that he's actually going to go out there and do something about it. We all know his songs from back in the day. Maybe things will get changed around. Maybe he'll get onto Bitcoin. Maybe he'll see that his coin isn't really going to be the best situation for it. All right. So the big story, right? All right. You guys all know Bacardi, right? The drink. Well, the lady kind of behind the name and this Prince Felix guy looks like they went ahead and jumped in on an ICO. I mean, wow. I mean, getting into cryptocurrency is amazing. Then taking the next step and getting an ICO, a little risky in my opinion. But I mean, hey, they got the money. They're real famous. Lady Bacardi and Prince Felix went ahead and jumped in an ICO called Tata2. The ticker is going to be TTU. Pretty much they're saying they're going to produce a movie right now. It's going to be about the guy and the
Lamborghini. The
Lamborghini and Ferrari debate in history, like some, I don't know, biographical movie. I guess not my kind of movie. But then he's saying that from there they're going to go on. They're going to make it a platform that's more like Netflix. They're going to be producing other movies. But what the biggest deal out of all this is this third biggest ICO right behind EOS and Telegram, but the Telegram one wasn't even public, even though you see all those scammers. Please do not get involved in that. But still, I mean, wow, that is a lot of money. But at the same time, Netflix and Hulu and all of those, internet streaming. I mean, personally, I don't have cable here. I stream through the internet as well. I mean, it cuts down on your bills. You try not to throw away money when you're in cryptocurrency. I mean, that's like an extra 40 or 50 bucks a month I get to throw towards Bitcoin. So, I mean, what are we looking at here? We're looking at $575 million raised in this ICO. We're looking at that Lady Bacardi putting in about $100 million of it. I mean, it sounds like to me a lot of other people are going to go jump in on this just because the number amount. Once you start seeing these ICOs start ramping up on this like that, like this high in money, there's so much publicity that it seems like a lot of people, they don't bother to do their research or understand. They're like, if everyone else is doing it, they follow the herd right into these things. Tezos, I mean, we've seen the ICOs can go bad. I know that my friend probably is here in the chat bringing that up, Jim.
No, he is not here yet.
Oh, well, he'll probably catch a show later. But, I mean, ICOs work for the good, work for the bad. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably much rather hold Bitcoin. But at the same time, I'm a poor person. So the returns on these things, though, could be outrageous. All right. So, I mean, news is kind of lax. I mean, we're seeing a little bit all over the place with different stuff. I know I'm just holding strong here, trying to make it to the day, looking forward to this weekend. So what do we got going on, Samantha? Is there anybody in the chat? Any comments, any questions, any criticisms?
No, we have JT saying big support for the E-Man. We have Nomadic Giant saying that he's drinking Irish coffee.
Ooh.
And JT...
I got work to go do today. Maybe later on. My brother is going to be here soon, I think.
A different brother.
Yeah, a different brother. My family is very large. I have 10 brothers and sisters. So... my half brother John, he's going to be here. He's the one that bought some land down the way. So in 8 days, I'm shooting up to Chicago to go help him caravan down here with his trailer and his boat and his, Suburban and all that kind of stuff and all of his belongings. He'll actually be here at the house probably for maybe a month or so. Fingers crossed. I hope he likes hanging out here before we can get him set up over there on his land. We got to get a well and all kinds of stuff, power poles. So it's going to be a hot minute. So maybe we can get him out here. Maybe we can do some questions with a newbie. See how that works out. Definitely, I'll pump some coffee into this guy before I put him out here on the camera. Michael was not so much of a morning person. He was much more of a night owl.
Yeah, I know. If we did the night videos, he would have been on it.
Also looking for some comments about what you guys want to do for this Saturday. We could potentially do the evening video. If it's not raining, I'll see if I can get the bonfire going and we can do a whole around the fire Q&A. If not, we'll do the standard morning right here under the tree Q&A. So you guys can have the, the sounds of the chickens cawing and all that.
And the bugs, the aphids, I think.
Anything in the chat? Still taking it easy? Just enjoying the day?
JT says Bittrex has a true USD to BTC inverted pair that rises as BTC falls. Shorts, anyone?
Oh.
Yeah. Paul says good morning.
Morning, Paul.
And the Rickest Rick said he's here. And the chicken video.
Samantha loves Rick and Morty. They need to come out with some more episodes.
I love all cartoons. I'm horrible. I'm very animated as a person.
And Bob's Burgers is her favorite.
Yeah, yes.
All right, you guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out with me this morning. You want to tell everybody thank you for coming out this morning, Samantha?
Thank you guys for coming out and watching our video.
I appreciate everything you guys do. As always, I got all kinds of tools, affiliation codes, and links down below to help you figure out these cryptocurrency markets. But you know what? I got a help desk. It's eugeneforrest@20@gmail.com. That's the best service I got for you guys. Shoot me those emails. Ask me what you got going on. I'll help you out. I'll help you figure it out. I'll go find somebody else that can help you figure it out. Whatever it takes, man. I love cryptocurrency. I love that you guys come out here and support me and hang out and, keep me informed just as much as I keep you guys informed. I got, like I said, tools, links, affiliation codes, donational addresses. Come on over to Steam, upvote my post, comment down below. I'll upvote you over there. You should check out my lit. I've been trying to get on there and post more pictures. I took a break for a couple days, kind of got burned out on it. But hey, I'm back at it. So if you guys are wanting to see, photos of my social life and all that kind of stuff, hop on there. Also, Mines is picking up a little bit over there. But most off, you guys, remember to keep your Bitcoin safe. Feels like it's going to be a hot one.
Bye, Rick.